Thank you so much. The even energetic, even enthusiastic, ever dependent, always smiling, to be banked upon, Toastmaster Kanti bro. Usually every time I thank you at the end of the meeting, but here you have proven that at the beginning also you deserve a big thanks. Thank you so much for your kind words. Good evening, Sharjah Toastmasters, members and guests. On a hot and humid weather day, at the end of a tiring day, when most of us are already back home, let me warmly welcome each and everyone to the meeting number 552 of Sharjah Toastmasters, which I declare as opened. Welcome everyone. We know that with the curtains of Tokyo Olympics down this week, we have seen the fiercest of the fiercest competition and the tough athletes competing against each other. We have seen that the enjoyment, the rejoices of successes, and we have equally seen many teams stooping down from the heights. It's part of game. Let me talk about our Indian hockey team. As most of us you must be knowing, at one point of time, hockey meant India. And when we see for the records, India have been the most successful team in the history of Olympics with 8 gold medals. India meant hockey, hockey meant India in world events. However, in the 2016 Olympics in Brazil, unfortunately, Indian team did not have a great show. They had to satisfy with 7th position. Everyone attacked. Social media, printed media, everyone alike loved to attack the team for losing the matches. But the team did not lose their mental strength. They did not give up. They fought. They came back. They had the willpower. So after 1980, now in 2021, after 41 long years, very proudly, Indian team bagged the bronze medal, and that too in the losers in the 3rd place, they beat Germany. What did this show? That if you have the willpower, whoever tries to write you off, you will not give up. You would continue to fight. And they proved that. Equally in Olympics, as far as India is concerned, we had a surprise winner, a 23-year-old athlete, Neeraj Chopra from Haryana, getting the gold. And first time in the history of Olympics, first time a gold medal in track and field event. And he had set the bar so high for Indian athletes to be inspired and to conquer greater heights. So this shows that if there is willpower, there is nothing unachievable. If you have the willpower, we will get what we want. I urge myself and my fellow Toastmasters in Sharjah Toastmasters and guests to be the owners of steel, strong willpower so that we won't give up and no one can write us off. So with the hope that we would be the synonyms of willpower, let me make a few announcements. That first of all, please join me in congratulating and welcoming Toastmaster Federico and Toastmaster Preeti as the new members of Sharjah Toastmasters. I believe Toastmaster Preeti is there, but Federico, I do not know whether he has joined. In any case, you have made the best of the best decisions by becoming a Toastmaster. Now there is no looking back. You only look forward. And with the tireless efforts of our VP membership, Toastmaster Shiva, supported by everyone alike, whether it is ExCom or whether it is other members, we have already have 3 members now in August. So we are 3 by 5. With 5 members, we would get medley award, dual, new or reinstated. So it is 3 by 5. I'm sure even in the middle of the night, if you make a call to Toastmaster Shiva, he would say, yeah, 3 by 5. And he added 1 member in the previous meeting, 2 members now. And I'm more than confident that by the next meeting, he would be adding 3 more members, 1, 2, 3, so that we would be 6 by 5 and having a medley in the pocket. That is as far as the members are concerned. And now it is important that we talk about the guest introduction. Is Miss Shubham is there, or?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah, Mr. Shubham.
Yeah.
To talk about Toastmasters, just are you a Toastmaster or not yet?
No, not yet.
All right, fine. So I'll just give you one sentence about Toastmasters. It is like a non-profitable organization focused to develop communication and leadership skills for members, to empower them to become better leaders and better communicators. We all have been at one point of time a guest like you, and we joined, and when we conquered, we became confident, we became public speakers, and we became better leaders. So this is a right opportunity for you as well. But before that, would you please advise us in a few seconds, like how did you come to know of Toastmasters, who brought you here, and what do you do, etc.?
So I'm a student at NIT Warangal, and due to the pandemic and online lectures, I'm here. And my younger brother is a Toastmasters member. So seeing him, I got inspired. Yes, let's try it. If I have time, let's improve my skills right now.
Okay, nice to know. Welcome to Sharjah Toastmasters. How about Mr. Manish?
Hi, good evening all. My name is Munish, and I have been recommended by Salma to Toastmasters Sharjah. I am a sales and marketing professional, and I've been in UAE from last 10 years. I'm glad that I will be a part of Toastmasters Sharjah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Manish. Mr. Sayyid Abu Bakr, I recollect you were there in the last meeting. So how was your last experience, and what decision you have come to as far as joining Toastmasters is concerned?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, yes, sir. Good evening, all.
Good
Sir,
evening.
I think, in my second meeting, this one.
Yes.
I heard Toastmaster from my friend. He was in Toastmaster last year. He was in Toastmaster in Dubai. But I checked in online. I residing in Sharjah, staying in Sharjah. So I selected Sharjah Toastmasters. And Shiva is always with me, because communicating about Toastmasters, everything. Will be the member next meeting. Sure.
Thank you so much. It is ideal you become a member at the earliest possible. If not, you would be getting a call from Shiva every now and then. It's not going back.
Yeah.
And we all welcome you before you become a member. I'm not sure whether if I have missed any guests or did I miss any guests? Anyone else in the meeting room? If I have missed, please unmute yourself. And equally, if any senior members or members who have been absent for some time, and being a Zoom meeting, it's not, I may miss them. So if I fail to acknowledge, please unmute yourself and then have a few words. I believe we have covered. Now, for us to move to the next segment, which is for us who were present in the last meeting to again recollect what had happened in the last meeting, and for members who have missed the last meeting to get a 360-degree bird's eye view of what had happened. It is time to hand over the stage to one important person. She never misses anything. She is so focused. She has, in very little time, she has proved that she has a great future ahead in terms of a great speaker and in terms of an equal great leader. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and pride to welcome on stage Toastmaster Priya Natarajan for her secretary report. Toastmaster Priya, the stage is yours, ma'am.
Good evening, all. Thank you for the warm welcome, President. Minutes of meeting number 551, dated on 28th July 2021. Started at 7:15 p.m. The total number of attendees were 28, and the total number of guests were 5. Mr. Sunil, Mr. Ernest, Mr. Abubakar, Mr. Frederico, and Mr. Afzal Latif, who is the Area 59 Director. The meeting was convened by Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Soumya Lord at 7:15 p.m. by stating the mission and the meeting ethics. Meeting was presided by our President TTM British Cholier. He warmly welcomed the members and guests and started the meeting. He talked about international conventions, moments of truth, and Smedley Awards. The TMOD role was played by Toastmaster Rakesh Mishra. Theme was Q Sarasara. Whatever will be, will be. The last week, 2 new sessions was added to the agenda. One was poetry session and another one was web page review. Wonderful poetry session was done by Toastmaster Bhatmaja, and the web page review was done by TTM Venkatesh and introduced the website calculator.net to the members. Wordmaster of the day was Toastmaster Manazir. The word was beatific. Toastmaster Danan gave appropriate signals to guide the role players and speakers with the timing. Coming to the prepared speeches, Toastmaster Javo presented L1P1 speech evaluated by Toastmaster Priya. DTM Nagarajan sir presented Mentor Program P1, and Toastmaster Soumya presented L3P2 speech from Motivation Strategy and evaluated by Toastmaster Shivakumar. Table topic master was Toastmaster Vishnu. Opportunities were given to 2 members and 3 guests, and all handled the topics with ease. The topics were when you left yourself, Q Sarasara. The second topic, life should be taken lightly or seriously. Third one, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. The fourth one, what are your most beautiful and hard moments in life? The fifth one, appearance can be deceptive. Grammarian and counter report was given by Toastmaster Biju Narayanan. He suggested to pay attention to the tenses and to speak consciously to avoid filler words. And Mr. Afzal Latif gave a comprehensive evaluation. He helped each speakers to apprehend the performance by stating the strengths and points to improve to make it better. Overall, he mentioned 2 points to improve. The timing part, that all role players should stick to their allotted time, or maybe some segments can be reduced. And the TMOD can mention if there is any change in the agenda. The best speaker on that day was Toastmaster Soumya. The best evaluator was Toastmaster Priya. Best table topic speaker was Manazir. President congratulated the winners and role players. Following with the presidential closing address, the guest feedback, meeting ended at 9:30 p.m. Thank you. Over to you, President.
A big round of applause for our Toastmaster Priya. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priya, for your comprehensive, conclusive, and without leaving a single portion, detailed report. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to move to the next segment of the meeting. And I'm going to introduce someone to you who is a certified management accountant by qualification, an account manager by profession, a Toastmaster by passion, but over everything, he is a university of humor by himself. You ask any question to him, he has a spot on answer, and that too embedded, wrapped in a thick blanket of humor. I have witnessed certain stages in Skyline University where he had kept the whole audience burst into laughter, non-stop laughter. He has been our area champion. He has been a division finalist. Overall, so committed Toastmaster whose hobbies are reading and watching comedy movies. So the more he watches comedy, the more humor he injects into himself. And he is a lover of football and cricket, but of late he is restricted to watching them on television. Without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome the TMOD of the day who would give us the just concluded Tokyo Olympics and the Olympics so far in a platter. A big round of applause for Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Biju Narayanan. The stage is yours, sir.
Thank you so much, DTM Rajesh, for those kind words. First, let me thank you for those kind words. I think I'll request for a minute here to cry, and I need a tissue for the beautiful words that you have said about me. Thank you so much. So good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Wow, we have an exciting evening in front of us today. Meeting number 552 of Sharjah Toastmasters. Speeches, evaluations, table topics, and to top it all, moments of truth by none other than one of our stalwarts and mentors, DTM Nagarajan, is in store for us. Let us now first look at the agenda. There were changes in the agenda. Sergeant at Arms was Toastmaster Kanti, and unfortunately, Toastmaster Soumya could not join us today. So the general evaluation for today may be done by Toastmaster Rajesh, or we may decide as we go along. Let me now come to the theme. So let me ask you, start with some trivia questions about the Olympics. Now, no looking at Google.
Yes.
When was the first modern Olympics held and where was it?
1924 Athena.
1900 Athens.
Athena. That time.
I know Athens.
Let me first clarify. The first Olympics was held only one time. So you cannot have multiple answers or multiple years. So please,
Sir,
yeah, anyone else wants?
1924 Toastmaster International was started.
For me, everything is first.
Okay, I'll come to the answer. Otherwise, you will finish my whatever time is allotted
Yes.
to me. The first Olympics was held in Athens. Modern Olympics was held in Athens, Greece in 1836. Now, one more question. One more question. Which is the only city in the world to host the Olympics 3 times so far?
London.
Anyone else?
Sydney.
Sorry?
Sydney.
London.
Who said that? Who said that?
Said.
Right, sorry, you are wrong, Syed.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, the right answer was said by Toastmaster Kanti. It was indeed London.
Oh.
London has hosted the Olympics 3 times. Well done, Toastmaster Kanti. Now, why did I choose the Olympics as the theme for today? Because Olympics embodies the human spirit, human emotions. It's all about sacrifices made, joy, tears, hard work, success, failure, the ups and downs, and most importantly, all the athletes teach us the importance of never giving up, perseverance, resilience, and respect for one another. Now, we have heard of so many hardships, so many stories of hardships in the lives of these athletes, and real stories of fighting the odds to shine and make a name for their countries and themselves. Now, each one of them will have a great story to tell, a story of sweat, hard work, failure, and then trying and trying again to succeed. It is impossible to truly fathom the sacrifices, the years of sweat, irrespective of whether they win medals or not. Let us all too learn from the spirit of the Olympics and keep ourselves always positive and endeavor as individuals and Toastmasters to grow as human beings. Which brings us to the Olympic motto. The Olympic motto is made of 3 Latin words, Citius, Altius, Fortius, which means faster, higher, stronger. I think it's becoming very heavy now. So on a lighter note, I simply hope that my speech would push you all to take part in the Paris Olympics in 2024 and you all win all medals for your countries. So relax, here is a bit of trivia again. Now, what is the first thing that comes to our mind when we say Olympics? I think it's obviously the 5 Olympic rings which you can see in the background.
Yeah.
Now, these rings are 5 interlocking rings and appears to have been intended to represent the 5 continents of Europe, Africa, Asia, America, and Oceania. The 6 colors, blue, black, green, red, and the white background were chosen because every nation's flag contains at least one of them. Now, the sheer size of the Olympics can be understood from the fact that there were 11,656 athletes who took part in 339 events in the Tokyo Olympics. and it is believed that the cost of the recently concluded Olympics was close to 15.4 billion US dollars. And it is also believed that around 80,000 volunteers, apart from the normal office bearers, worked behind the scenes at the Tokyo Olympics. That's how huge it was. So now let's come to the next part of today's meeting, which is the word of the day, which will be presented by Toastmaster Nazra. Now, Toastmaster Nazra is a young Toastmaster. She's a Toastmaster with Sharjah Toastmasters for maybe a couple of years. She's an upcoming star of Sharjah Toastmasters. So on that note, let me invite Toastmaster Nazra to present the word of the day. Over to you, Toastmaster Nazra.
Thank you, TM Modi, for that energetic introduction. And without further ado, let me go straight into the word of the day. Good evening, everyone. The word of the day, let me just share my screen. I hope you can see, you can see the screen. I believe you can see the screen. Can somebody just respond?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So when I heard the theme of the day is Olympics, I wanted to introduce a word that is full of energy. So the word of the day is verve. It's spelled V-E-R-V-E, but the R is silent when you pronounce it. So it's verve. The meaning is vigor and spirit or enthusiasm, a combination of passion and energy that is typically found in artistic expressions. It is mostly used in sentences related to art forms, but it can be used otherwise also. So synonyms are vibrant, spirited, vivacity. Examples are some usage are the singer danced across the stage with endless verve and vitality that would have tired out any normal person. Another example, the attacking verve shown by Indian Olympians brought home 1 gold, 2 silver, and 4 bronze medals this Olympic season. So, so the word is verve. Now we can go for a round of round robin. For the guest, round robin means you can use the word in a sentence and present it. So if any guest wants to participate, please raise your hand, or first we can have any Toastmaster to show the guests how it is done. So can I invite somebody, or can somebody volunteer, please? Yes, Toastmaster Nagarajan.
Yeah. Every time when I used to be with them, but this time when I'm planning to visit, I may not be able to.
We were not able to hear.
I think there was a lot of echo because of a lot of people unmuted.
You can say also not all the Toastmasters meetings are verb. Some are.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Yes, Toastmaster Anil.
The Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Viju, infused unlimited verb in the meeting through his witty and catchy one-liners.
Thank you, sir. Any guests want to give it a go? Should I call someone? Toastmaster Munish, would you like to give it a go?
Yes, ma'am, but I was not able to hear properly what Toastmaster Kakalur said. I'm not able to understand the rules. If you can,
The word is verb, which means enthusiasm, energy. So you can use it in a sentence and just say any sentence with the word.
I have to use the word verb only, right?
Yeah.
We all should be very verb in our goals. I don't know whether it makes sense or not.
But good try. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Up. Shall we move on to the next? Yep. Okay. So over to you, Tia Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nazara, for introducing that word with so much verve and enthusiasm. Excellent. And the round robin league, I thought, was also attempted well by the speakers. So now we come to the very interesting part of today's meeting, which are the prepared speeches. And the first in line for today's speech is our new Toastmaster Mohammed Danan, who will be giving his icebreaker speech L1, P1 from level 1, of course. And to evaluate him, may I call upon is the evaluator, Toastmaster Rakesh Mishra, to read out the objectives of the speech. Toastmaster Rakesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Baju. So, Toastmaster Muhammad Dhanan is giving his first speech, icebreaker speech. The objective of icebreaker speech is to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of the public speaking. And this is the first speech in a public in this forum. And basically, actually, it's just introductions to the all other members. And the topic of icebreaker speech is conquering our fears. So conquering our fears, Toastmaster Muhammad Danan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rakesh. Toastmaster Mohammed Danan, the floor is yours. All the best. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Toastmasters. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests, to this verb evening. I hope I used the word right. Franklin Roosevelt, the 32nd US president, have said once, and probably you have heard this before, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. We fear what we do not know, what we don't understand, or what we haven't tried. In many cases, once we take the time to learn about our fears and gain more knowledge about this unknown, we find ourselves slowly relieved from these fears, simply because we have more knowledge and information. We know what to expect and how to react. To put it simply, knowledge is the priceless key of success, and ignorance is the ultimate key of failure. I would like to think of myself as someone who have always sought and favored knowledge over ignorance in all situations that I have faced. My name is Mohammed Danan. I was born and raised in Damascus, Syria. And when I was 18 years old, I had to leave my home country to study for a university degree in the United States. Being on my own, far away from my country and family and friends, is an experience that have shaped me and contributed to my growth as a person. I recall in one of my very first classes in college, where the audience were a majority of international students, each of us coming with from different backgrounds, from different cultures, with presets of beliefs of what's right and what's wrong, and how everything should be done. The professor asked us, why do you think you are here? Seeking knowledge in this particular place, far away from your countries and your cultures and friends, far away from your comfort zones. I remember him stating that if you end your 4 years, this same person, with the same experiences and ideas, with the same sets of beliefs, if you haven't experienced positive change, then you would have lost this opportunity and wasted 4 years of your life. That was the first time anybody taught me about positive change. From there onwards, life took me to so many places. I completed my bachelor's degree. I also completed my MBA from the United Kingdom. And I continue to educate myself whenever possible, because I believe education is one important keys of positive change. On the career front, I am a human resources professional with over 18 years of experience. I have worked in different countries. I worked in Kuwait, in Syria, and here in the UAE. And I worked also with different companies and industries, from retail to manufacturing, finance, and investment, and also management consulting. My career in HR have given me many moments of pride, especially when I think of myself as one of the elements of somebody's success story or positive life-changing event. Not all HR stories are positive, I tell you this. However, I think we can all agree that whatever happens in our life, whether good or bad, whether we view it as good or bad, actually, from our narrow perspectives, happens for a reason. My experience working with companies in different industries and domains and taking on many projects, not only in HR, but also in related fields such as restructuring, KPIs, performance management, and business processes, have always had me combining technology tools with whatever I am doing. So I have recently took over a couple of interesting projects related to the future of the workplace and how we are going to be working in the future. Specifically related to robotic process automation and software robots in the workplace. But this is a very interesting but very long conversation that I would like to leave for next time. For now, I would like to wrap up with another powerful quotation. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance. It is the illusion of knowledge. And with that, I wrap up today's speech. Thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohammad Danan, for that wonderful speech. And we all know for an icebreaker speech, we normally give a standing ovation. So let's give a big round of applause to acknowledge Toastmaster Danan's beginning of Toastmaster Danan's journey. All the best, Toastmaster Danan.
Thank you.
Let's give 30 seconds for the Toastmasters to give their feedbacks to Toastmaster Mohammad Danan on the speech. In the meantime, Toastmaster Danan, I would like to ask you a question, please.
Of course.
Which is your favorite sport and why? Why do you think you are attracted to that sport?
My personal favorite sports before kids is different than now, after kids. So I used to like swimming, but now because my son is a huge fan of football, I am now with him a huge fan of football. He is a Tottenham Hotspur's fan, and he knows everything about this sport. That it started with me just going along with him, but now I am more involved in the sport. So I would say football. I like it. Yeah, I like it because it's a team sport. But what I don't like definitely is all the money that is corrupting the overall, performance and scene of the sports.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Danan. I think we can all relate to that, isn't it? After kids, even we tend to go in the direction of what our kids enjoy. So we can all relate to that. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Danan. Next in line for today's prepared speech is Toastmaster Manazir Abbas. Now, Toastmaster Manazir Abbas is also fairly new to Sharjah Toastmasters, but we have never felt it like that because of the commitment he has shown over such a small period, and the way he has grown as both as a speaker, as a leader. So today, let me welcome Toastmaster Manazir for his speech on mentor program. And to evaluate his speech, we have Toastmaster Anil Agarwal. Toastmaster Anil Agarwal, could you please read out the objectives for Toastmaster Manazir's speech?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. The purpose of Toastmaster Manazir today is the purpose of this project is for the member to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how he uses non-verbal communication when delivering a speech. The speech title is Carefree Days of Yore, and the timing of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. The timer, please note. All the very best to you, Toastmaster Manazir Abbas.
Over to you, Toastmaster Manazir Abbas. As Toastmaster Anil said, the time is 5 to 7 minutes. Over.
Good evening, and thank you so much, Tim Moody. You're running the show beautifully, and thanks for the beautiful introduction. How many people have heard hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray? This was the last day of our school, grade 12, last examination. We were happy, having fun, and do not know which stream we have to join. But the tradition of the last day, we had a friendly match, a friendly cricket match. We were playing. I was the person who was very good in athletics, so they always keep me on the third man. I was fielding as a third man. Getting bored, no ball was coming. However, the opponent batsman got a ball and he took the ball and it was a 6. The ball crossed the boundary and I went to the other home, which was one club area, distance from the city. Nobody used to go there. I landed up there and taking the balls. While taking the ball, I see there, a bunch of old people were sitting ideal with the sadness on their faces, like they were counting the last day of their lives. Perhaps that could be the bliss for them if the God has called them. I went to them. I asked, but all of them said, no, be away, dur raho. And I was surprised to my shock. But one of the persons said, beta, do you have some money? मतलब बेटा तुम्हारे पास कुछ पैसा है? Beta, do you have some money to pay us? I said, yes, I do have. As a student, how much you have? You have like 20, 30 dirhams, 20, 30 rupees. I took and gave it to him. I said, what happened? He says, we have not ate the food from last 2 days because we do not have a food here. I do not know what happened. I feel like I'm a very carefree guy. I love. But at the same moment, my tears started dropping from my eyes. I went home. I left the game. I left home. At that time, my mother was alive. May Allah give her Jannah. I asked her, this is what has happened. Please share some money with us. She gave me 125 rupees. I bought a bag of rice and handed it over to them. But in the night, when I was sleeping, I do not know, maybe it is God who has gave this idea to me. I said, how will these guys will survive? By giving a sack of rice will not help them. It is not for a long time. So I thought of one project called Project Agrahar. Agrahar is a pure Hindi word which means food, project food. What I have done, I went to the couple of people whom I know, people of influence. I went to them and I gave them a different bags, small bags, big bags. And I told them, whenever you are cooking food, for example, if you are cooking food rice, do one thing, put 1 fist of rice in this bag. And this is how it started happening. Somebody I asked to put a pulses, somebody I asked to put a flour, all those things. And after some time, after 15 days, we used to go with my friend and collect those things and hand it over to those people. It happened well. But one fine day, I went to one of my friend's place and her mother saw me. I said, Salam, auntie. She said, yes, come, another come. And then she asked the house help, hello, Manazir is here. Bring him the bag. And he came and he said, madam, I have not put anything in the bag. So she said, okay, no problem. She took some money and gave it to him and said, kindly fill the bag and give it to him. The same moment, I thought this my project is failure because it is not coming from here. She is giving because she likes me, because she can't say no to me. Then I was sad. I said, okay, fine. And I started my friend. I said, what to do? He said, it was his idea. He said, let's arrange for a picnic. I said, what picnic? He said, yes, all the people who are contributing, let's take them to a picnic. We said, fine. We arranged a bus and we told everybody that we are going for a picnic. Okay. There were 2 buses full with people. We took them and we stopped in front of the leprosy club. Leprosy club, people who suffer from lepers. So people disown them. So they were secluded people. People do not look. People look from the different optics to those people. However, when we took those people, many people got offended. They shouted on us. But it was a web moment for all of us. Some people who understood the reason behind it, they really appreciated. It was 1995 and today is 2021. My club is still running and we have 8 months of reserve food till now. So it's a small gesture, what we look into it. It's a perseverance. It is said that what is the difference between human and animal, man and animal? We all are animals, even humans are animals, but we are a superior quality of humans. The only difference between animal and humans are that we have a power of sense, a power of grief, a power of fear, an emotion of love. If you touch one, it will be passed on to other guys. Live once, but live forever. Whenever I go now to this same colony, I see that some new faces are there, old faces is gone. But the type of, they give me a welcome, the type of, they come and they hug me. I can't tell you the same feeling which I had. So you have one life, go and do something good, give a smile to somebody. That's it. Thank you. Over to you, TM Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manazir, for that excellent speech. Just a question for you too. Which is your favorite sport, and why were you influenced by it?
Favorite sport is cricket. As the entire, the reason being is my grandfather was a part of a English team in UK. My father played a Ranji. So it was coming down. So I was not able to play Ranji, but yes, I was in a Ranji team, but I was not able to play. So it is like inculcated in our body.
Yeah, lovely, lovely. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manazir, for that. And now we come to the next session of today, which is the moments of truth. Somebody is going to show us the mirror, to show us the truth about ourselves, of our club, where we stand, how we are doing as a club. And it is to present this, it's none other than our own DTM KL Nagarajan. Now, talking about DTM Nagarajan, there is not even a single person, I think, in this club who has not been influenced by him. He has been a mentor to all of us, and he has a great sense of humor. There's a story also I can share with you that during one of the contests, humorous contests, I've heard he had taken a live chicken for the contest for his speech. Can you believe that? How many of us have the guts to do that? That's how DTM Nagarajan is. He's something different from others, and he's always been giving and guiding us all these years. It's great to have you, sir, and I think you are the perfect person to introduce or speak about the moments of truth and show us the mirror. Over to you, DTM Nagarajan.
Yep. Thank you, TM Modi. Nice to be back to Sharjah Toastmasters, which is always in my heart. I cannot leave, even if I retire or even wherever I go. Such is a passion for me towards the Sharjah Toastmasters Club. Thank you, my members. They are responsible for that, and my mentors. Today, I would like to request my members to switch on their videos to see their faces, if it is not inconvenient for many of you. Nice. Good. Most of them are trying the level best. Good. Because since I would like to see how many fees. Yeah. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you, members. Almost 22 members have attended. Well, good attendance. Today, okay, let me be sharing also. Okay, when I start the sharing, I can tell that time. Moments of truth. Many of you might be knowing, many of you know a little bit about it. Many of you are new members who are yet to know about this. But in a simple language, what is moments of truth? Everyone is going through their moments of truth in their personal life as well as any community or society life. It is nothing but, as per the TMI, the meaning what is given for moments of truth is what? A moment of truth is an episode where a person comes in contact with any aspect of the Toastmasters experience and forms an impression of a club's quality and service. Simple. Today, some few guests have attended. They would have formed some impression about our club. What is that impression? That will make them to come back again or form an impression. Always we used to say in our language, what is that? First impression. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Today, whatever they are going to imprint in their minds about our club and all is going to bring them back. I have few slides also, but those are all PMI backed slides. Let me be customized also whatever my experience I gained through my moments of truth. I want to share it with you. because there is no hard and fast rule that only TMI slides and all, but they are the fundamentals. I cannot alter the CBSE syllabus, but I can refer outside the CBSE syllabus to score marks. Simple thing is, today, 3 guests have come and they were all introduced beautifully by our President and DM Modi, asking them, how did you come to contact? What is your best impression about us? So many information. They all said I was inspired by my brother, Mr. Shub, what is his gentleman name? Mr. Shubhan Banna, gentleman, yes, Shubhan Banna. He said he was a NIT student inspired by his brother to come and join here. Well done. Which means somebody has said about the STMC to come and say. Mr. Munish also came back and 2 of our members. And in the last few months, quite a number of 15 to 17 new members have been added, I was given to understand. Why? They all formed an impression. Something is attracted towards the Sharjah Toastmasters, plus they have got their own goals. Today, let us see what are all our things and all. Let me be sharing. I will say share the screen now. You can see now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now, oh, my slide is not coming through. I think it is. Kanti, can you please share the slides?
Okay, sir. Please stop sharing. I will share.
Okay. I think it is wrongly, another file has come. Sorry. Now it may take some time for me to copy it and bring it back. Sorry, gentlemen. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, now I come to the moments of truth. Kanti, I want to change the slides also, which should be shown on the left hand side. Suddenly it is gone now. Yes. Gone?
Please, no, please inform, so I will move each slide.
Okay, fine. Okay, now you can show it. I thought I can change the slides as an, if it is remain as it is, I can change it. Let it be there as it is. I cannot change.
Sir, if you share, you can change. If I share, I only can.
Ah, okay, fine. Okay, you can put it there. I will tell you. Sorry for the inconvenience, members, because I'm a little bit of technologically challenged person sometimes. Just know what I said about the moments of truth. Change it. Now next. This is my Toastmasters moment of truth. What I said in a small short summary, first impression, how the membership orientation takes place. These are all as per the TMI slides. My first impression, let me be sharing my customized one also. When I joined Sharjah Toastmasters in 2005, January, I was sitting next to my mentor, now DTM Jayeshwed. He was pushing me, go. Say something about you. Toastmasters, about the table topic session. I was so much impressed the way in which they encouraged me, the way in which they given confidence to me. But at the same time, 2 years before, in 2003, if I remember, I attended one of the Sharjah Toastmasters meeting as a guest. During those times, guest fees were compulsory. During the break time, they asked me, Nagarajan, please give us 25 dirhams towards guest fees. But I paid because I want to gain knowledge and experience the way in which they encouraged me. But out of curiosity, I asked them, do you provide any dinner, etc.? They said, no dinner, only cookies, tea, coffee. Oh, Further, do I have to pay 25 dirhams? That was my mentality. My first impression got immediately bold. I did not attend after that any meeting, because wherever I go, they are asking guest fees that time. Maybe I took it in a different angle. 2 years I didn't go to any Toastmasters meeting. Later on, I became a member in Sharjah Toastmasters. Then I have to improve it. It's okay. So the first impression when I got as a guest was little different for me. Nevertheless, but the path I selected took me to where I am today. Many clubs and all gives membership orientation. You would have saw. What is it membership orientation means? The moment you come back, they give the induction ceremony as per the parliamentary procedures. Here I am mentioning the word parliamentary procedures means unlike in any other community clubs or somewhere in societies, here there are a set of rules and regulations where Robert's rule of law, the man who framed the rules for the Toastmasters International, how a member is to be inducted. Yeah, typically like in a democratic countries where they follow, the member has been called, he is supposed to take the oath and he will be pinned by the membership pin, and then along with all other members, they will give the Toastmaster promises. Yeah, something, a proud moment which we will never experience outside. So that time itself you will feel, yes, I am a proud member of the Toastmasters International. Something, a unique experience. Unless you experience it, you cannot visualize it. So experience it. Fellow membership variety. Variety means there are some clubs arrange and out of the club environment. Nowadays, due to the pandemic, we are all meeting in Zoom. But some clubs go outside the club environment, go to the parks, or they take us to any boats. Some clubs in Dubai conduct it on the Dove cruise. Some different, a change, which makes varieties also. How the meeting is being arranged, how the agenda has been set, so many things. Even the meeting starts on time and ends on time makes a difference to many people, many of the members. Moments of truth. I still remember in Sharjah Toastmasters, one member guest came and while introducing it, we asked, he says, recently I attended a so-and-so Toastmasters. I don't want to name the club. They always start late and end up very late, which became difficult for me to continue there. Was it? Okay. For some reason, he felt it is not a good impression for me. So he came and joined Sharjah Toastmasters. So it's very important in any member, new member coming or guest coming, make sure the time management is ensured and start on time and end on time. Achievement recognition means this is very, very important. Toastmasters taught me this to follow this even at home. Of course, I used to follow this at office after I joined Toastmasters. Before that, frankly speaking, I did not do any of these things. At home, whenever either my wife or my daughter or my relatives, anything say, we give recognition means some sort of a sweet or some bouquet, something we send it. In our Toastmasters, we give them badges. Let me show you the first badge which I got from Toastmasters. This is the Competent Communicator Award, the first award having completed 10 project speeches in Toastmasters. I received it in December 2005. Even now, I keep this of so many awards I might have received later, DTM and all. But this one is very special to me, was the first one. Secondly, during those times, we have to complete the 10 project speeches with my mentors as assistants and take the upload it. Not during those times, no uploading. It will be written evaluation and oral evaluation is done. Inshallah, once this pandemic is over, we will go back to our old stage. Next screen. Kanti, next screen. Guest, I was in continuation of that. Guests greeted warmly, introduced officers and members. Guest book. I don't know how many of you are aware, Sharjah Club is only one in this region. or maybe in the whole division, I would say, or district also, maintaining a guest register from the day one. That was preserved like a treasure. At 500th meeting, we displayed that book to many of our guests who were first time came to our club. All were impressed, and it was quoted as an example to others at the district events by our past district director, ATM Balaji Nagabhushan. The same gentleman, they were able to recollect those names and then cherishing those memories. So guest book register, receiving the guests in a warm, friendly environment, and help them and cajole them and make them their part and parcel of our club. Nobody should feel alienated just because they stumble or just because they are from outside language communication problem. Another thing, meeting locations. Some people prefer it if they get a free parking or some open parking area and without any hassles. That plays a crucial role in that. In 2007, 8, 9 and all during the period, we used to have the meetings at Nova Park Hotel and free parking area. Now, Tulip Inn Hotel, we get a parking. So this makes members to come leisurely and park it and come and attend without any problem, take it back and go in. That is also a moment of truth for all the members, which makes it. Make sure that all guests are registered and be in touch with them by their respective VP membership and the club EXCOM. Next slide. Now membership orientation. The moment we say the member is appointed, the moments of truth will not come just like that he has been inducted. How we treat them subsequently. How I was treated, example I will give you. When I delivered my first speech in January 2005, Icebreaker, after I come down from the stage, it was in Nova Park Hotel, King Faisal Road. They called me and said, your speech is good. You don't have any fear. But the thing is, you need a lot of polishing in your diction. You are being a mother tongue is Tamil. The words being spelled, a word being said are not very clear. It has a Tamil dialect. So they immediately, Toastmaster Balu Padmanabhan appointed a mentor for me after the speech and to take care of me. My mentor, even till today, is TTM Sundararajan. He was a founder president of the UAE Advanced Toastmasters Club, founder of the Division J Toastmasters Club, and one of the founder members, I will say, for Sharjah Toastmasters Club, because he joined in 2002 or something like that, 2-3. So he helped me and he groomed me. Wherever he goes, he will take me and ensure that I attend that meeting and gain knowledge and experience. Absolutely. Because of me, he purchased one video during those times in 2005, JVC Handycam. I still remember, 1000 dirhams plus. He will capture my speech in the video and show it to me where I can get corrected. Have you seen such mentors nowadays? Amazing, amazing. So sit with the mentors and ensure that you get the proper evaluations and a very friendly environment. That's what. Always be in touch with your EXCOM people, VP Education, and assign role. And even though I am still in the Sharjah Toastmasters Club and having mentoring 2 or 3 members, I am open to all the people, whoever wants anything with my knowledge, what I have gained and experience, I can be very helpful and tutor them. Besides the taking part in the club, I encourage all my mentees to go outside the club environment and take part. You will gain a lot of new knowledge and experience, because whatever we do it in our club, it is a same faces. We may not get the exact opinion sometimes. If you go to outside clubs, you will get. Again, my example is my mentor took me in February 2000 February or March 2005, after I joined 2 months later, be a target speaker in one of the club contests. From there onwards, he will tell wherever the target speaker is required, you go there and deliver the speeches and gain the valuable feedback. So you can also take part in other club activities, any roles which will give you confidence, which will give you new ideas. You can implement it. See, unless you are hungry, nobody is going to feed you. You must have your own goals. I kept it. Today, I am very proud to say in front of all your people, any pride or any garvam, nothing like that. So there is no arrogance. At the age of 63, 2 months ago, I retired. But after I joined Toastmasters, I slowly, steadily gained the confidence of my manager and other divisional managers and GMs up to the MD level to gain the knowledge and experience, and what I have got it in the Toastmasters imparted to the company. There was no looking back. They said, your Toastmasters knowledge and experience is helping our team members in Danway LLC. Believe it or not, generally, as per the HR policy, they retire the employees at the age of 60 or 61. I got 2 years extra from 61 to 63, now 64 running. Only last March, they said, it is enough. You take rest. Almost 40 years of service in UAE. So it is very important you seek the guidance and then gain knowledge and experience and share it with others. Next slide. Fellowship, variety and communication. I think we did now. Inter-club events, club newsletters, enjoy guest greeter. Yes, these are all, we just touched the subject, but the one particular area where I want to say is participate in area, district and international events. What I mean here is participate mean they will be asking the role players, even sergeant at arms, timers. If you are completed minimum of level 2 now and attended judges training, go as a club level contest judges and gain judging experience. Inter-club events. There used to be a debate competitions, inter-club, from one club to another club. Joint meetings takes place. They take active part in that. So what happened? Your moments of truth will be gained, go upward in the graph. Another thing which I was very reluctant is the club newsletter. Sharjah Toastmasters used to be one of the clubs which used to release newsletters every 3 or 4 months in 2006, 7, 8, 9 and all. On milestone meetings, even though our DTM Jayesh Ved has got hard copies of the newsletters. Last week also he shared with me. Amazing newsletters, and he designed, yesterday or before yesterday I was mentioning, 7 to 8 newsletters he designed and released during his term as a VPPR. So after, I used to be his assistant to write articles and get the coordinate with other people, other members and guests from the dignitaries, getting more information and collate all the details and present it to the editor and release a newsletter on time. Very rarely, maybe 1 or 2 times we missed the deadline. Otherwise, we released most of the newsletters. Recently also we did it for the division events. 1 month we had a coordination and got it done. So I request all the members here, if you really want to cherish the moments of truth in any club environmental activities, this is one such occasion. Join with your VPPR as assistant or support him to release the newsletters from wherever it is possible from your line. That will be a great, rich experience you will get it. Nowhere you will get this type of experience outside the Toastmasters. This is a user-friendly platform, Toastmasters. It is user-friendly. Whatever we want to do, if we say I'm not able to release a newsletter in March, go to the April. There is no penalty or fine, but time limit is there. Next slide. Program planning agenda. These are all we said. Now pathways have come. How I am 100% confident whoever joined recently should have registered under the pathways program and started delivering the speeches as per the pathways objectives. Before it used to be manual and physical meetings. We take the notebooks, the objectives manual and get it evaluated on the spot. And even now I'm keeping that the first competent communicator manual, 10 project speeches. Those evaluations, even now I read. Priya Ramachandran's one evaluation. He says, Nagarajan, you are making lot of grammatical errors. Kindly go through the script or sit with any English teacher. Then I came into contact with Madam Michelle Carvalho, who was our member and Area 8 director in 2007 and 8. She used to sit with me. I have no hesitation. My mentor used to sit with me because my own background like that. My moments of truth was sitting with my English teachers to learn that, which helped me, believe it or not again, helped me to draft correspondence for my managers and the divisional heads after I joined Toastmasters. I improved it because of the Toastmasters. So that moments of truth I gained in Toastmasters helped in my career, made me to get the visas renewed automatically till the age of 63. Without anything, 64 now. So do not lose any opportunity if you get. Meeting begins, end on time, I mentioned. Creative table topics. Some people and all, yes, you go to the website and ask the Toastmasters International itself. They have got about 50 to 60 creative website, creative table topics programs can be conducted. Some will be with the dolls, they'll give some with the colors. Now next Friday, I'm going to do a creative table topics at the Tamil Toastmasters meeting. Something to be different, they said. So I'm going to try, I'm thinking about it, how we can do a variety way. In Sharjah Toastmasters, our DTM Jayeshwet is one such person who does always the table topics in a creative manner. He will pick up the topics from the speeches, what they have delivered at that time. From there, he will assemble a question and ask it. A different way of asking it. Good. Next slide. Now, yes, this is a club should have a minimum of 20 members. Today we have attending 20 members plus. Membership retaining is very, very important. It is not just we get the members and then renew it and leaving them on the ground. No, very, very important retaining the members. Once upon a time, again I customize and my slide and say, in 2010 or 11, I struggled when I was the VP Education and we VP Membership also. Our strength dwindled down to 11 or 12, 13. We struggled to run the club. Then we took the moments of truth. We made a turnaround, formed a committees, invited a lot of guests through the open house. I repeat the word open house is to be conducted annually. I am very proud to say that here, with the support of my ExCom, we reached up to 50 members. 50, that was a record for the Sharjah Toastmasters. One. So it is very important. We have to support that moments of truth. Once it achieved the 50 members, made a turnaround, Sharjah Toastmasters flag was flying since then. Club programs are always varied, educational sessions, bringing the people from outside, debate sessions, once in 3 or 4 meetings, one debate, common subject. People are always interested in debating. When somebody is arguing something and all, I'm interested to sit and watch, but I'm not interested in participating. There are many people. We conducted like that. Then Toastmasters are giving a lot of encouragement. If you bring a guest and make him as a member, it is being recognized. You will get a pins. Ask our Kantipadinathan. He is a father for bringing the number of guests to any meetings. He For him, it is like a cakewalk. Bringing the guest and giving them their first impression and make them that they all feel good at the end of the meeting. In many of the meetings I saw, guests are repeatedly coming for all his meetings wherever he is chairing. Same thing should be for all club presidents and VP educations or VP membership. ExCom should take a collective role and responsibility to ensure that all the guests are received warmly and treated and supported them to become. So that at the end of the day, they'll say, what is in for me? Yes, that is moments of truth. They are helping me. They gave me the positive evaluation. They are supporting me to come up in my career too. Take mentors as per whatever the choice you like it. Even now, when I go for any meetings or anything, I contact DTM Venkatesh, DTM Jayashwet, and my original mentor, the founder for me, DTM Dr. Sundarajan, who is currently in India. Yes, they are helping me. Regular membership building programs, you have to conduct, as I mentioned, open house. Conduct it. Next slide. Recognition. It is very, very important because I have done something, completed the project, or I have added more members to the club meeting, or I have done outside the club environment, I have done something extraordinary like conducting an educational session or judges judging experience, judges training attended, immediately recognize and give them the proper award pins required at the appropriate time. Do not delay those things because doing it at the correct time will add value to the members as well as to the club. And most of the things the VP membership and education will take care. Nevertheless, as an ExCom, it's a total collective responsibility. Next. One more thing. Okay, since my red color is come because I request my TMOD to give me extra few more minutes to say also, since I will customize one. Does your club meeting? We circulated the questionnaire to all the members. Generally, this moments after the education session is conducted 40 to 45 minutes when we were used to have the physical meetings. Because there used to be a workshop dividing the members into 3 or 4 members each in 3 or 4 groups and giving them the questionnaire and telling them what is the one most important thing which you liked in this club. What is your first impression about this club? What is the one thing which you feel that this club can be improved to meet the standards and invite new guests and members and retained? Like this, there are several questions which would have been asked, and I believe you all answered and given to the VP Education. Since due to the paucity of time, I'm not able to get the groups. If it is physical meetings, it's easy for me being the conductor of the education session, go around each table and get them and ask their opinion from the leader of the group. And from my side, I can give the answer what is in my for me, or I can ask the concerned VP Education and Membership to answer it. Thereby, the question and answer is done on the same time on the same table. These are all the real purpose of the conducting moments of truth. What is, for example, in Sharjah Toastmasters Club, one gentleman also told me, because I used to interact with the new members or with the old members. They say, before it used to be get delayed, now it is all coming on time. But sometimes I'm really getting bored, sir. Same thing, 3-4 speeches, evaluation, nothing so interesting for me. However, I am attending because I want to gain knowledge experience. He says, yes, that is your, get in touch with the VP Education. They will try to do something variety. Today, the TMOD put the theme as Tokyo Olympics. Current subject, the facts he has given. Even I am not able to answer. Except one, the 5 continents, which were first Olympics where it was held and how many countries. There are so many questions are there. So these are all interesting general knowledge wise as well as making current subject. Well done. Okay, next one. Go to the next one. Next slide is there. Okay. What I said in the beginning, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Humorously, we can say most of us are married. We all know there is no second chance. How you get the first impression, how you present yourselves to be selected by the other party, how made the first impression, you select it. In my case, it was totally different. I did not make any good impression because that time I was a NRI, a typical Gulf returned boy wearing a Ray-Ban glass and sitting. The girl saw me and asked, "What happened to that man? Is he blind? Why is he wearing Ray-Ban glass 6 p.m.?" Then I have to explain to my father-in-law and other people it is a day and night class. So to show that my first impression was completely bold. So many of the relatives asked me. Then I explained, they understood. So like that, in my office or wherever at home, we have to create the first impression to make an impact. So I hope VP Education has collected all the questionnaires. Inshallah, if the next meeting there is a sufficient time, we can go through and analyze the data and how we can move forward to make this club one more step higher, reach the pinnacle of the Toastmasters program. With this, I am extremely sorry for exceeding the 3-4 minutes. And I thank you very much for the opportunity given to me by the VP Education President of the Sharjah Toastmasters Club, as well as the members and my most trusted and affectionate friend, VP Education Toastmasters Kanti, who is always there to help me. But I am sorry for that technically that slide formation. By mistakenly I have taken another file. Inshallah, next time I'll correct it and make it parka. I hope if you have got any queries or you want to ask me anything, please do not hesitate. Either you can send the details to the VP Education who will ask me, or put it on the chat box, I will reply, or my own email ID is there. All small letters like klnagarajan@yahoo.com. Repeat, klnagarajan@yahoo.com. Send any type of queries. I am available to answer to you. And also I am open to all in case you need my guidance for any mentoring. Do not hesitate. I am always available for Sharjah Toastmasters as well as to other club members. Thank you. Back to the TM Monive.
Thank you so much, DTM Nagarajan, for that wonderful session on Moments of Truth. Absolutely a session which has given us knowledge, and I'm sure the new members would now have gained so much from this session. So thank you so much, DTM Nagarajan. Once again, your experience and expertise in this in Toastmasters really showed today, and I'm sure each one of us have gained from this. Now, coming to the next part, let me now invite our timer, Toastmaster Priya Nagarajan, to give out the timing report for our speakers today.
Good evening, all. Toastmaster Dhanan took 5 minutes 42 seconds. Toastmaster Manasseh took 7 minutes 5 seconds. So both are qualified. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priya, for that report. Now, continuing with the theme, I'll quickly continue with the theme of today, which is the Olympics.
Toastmaster of the day, shall I launch the polling if you allow me?
Yes, the agenda says after my theme, so that's why I didn't ask for it. Anyway, go for it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please vote for the best speaker. Only Toastmasters can vote. Are we done with the polling, Toastmaster Kanti?
Yes, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kanti. Now, continuing with the theme, now being an Indian, there is no way I could miss this opportunity to mention about India's performance in the Olympics. Now, it was the best outing for India at the Olympics at the Tokyo Olympics with 7 medals. And India won the first track and field gold this year. Nikhil Chopra won it for us in the javelin throw. And some trivia about the Indian hockey team. Indian hockey team won an Olympic bronze medal after 41 years. Now the euphoria generated in India because of this can be summed up by this cartoon, which I wish to share with you and which was printed in midday in Mumbai. So let me share the screen with you. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Toastmaster Biju.
Thank you so much. If you see on the screen, what message the euphoria generated can be summed up by this cartoon, isn't it? It shows the teams finishing first and second, looking at the Indian team, which has been lifted by the whole of India on their shoulders, stating the importance of this win for the people of India as a whole, even though it was a bronze medal. Now, what does this message and feeling give us? It's just a cartoon, but it teaches us so much, isn't it? No victory is small and no loss is too big. It's all about celebrating our victories, however big or small it may be. It's all about being happy with what we have and counting our blessings. On that note, let me come to the next session of our meeting today, which is the table topic session. Now, table topic session, to conduct the table topic session, we have another young and energetic Toastmaster from Sharjah, Toastmaster Shiva. He's a brilliant speaker. He has already proved himself. He takes up roles whenever he has the opportunity, and no one needs to ask him. He's always ready to take that opportunity with both hands in each and every meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Shiva, for the table topic session.
Thank you for the TMOD. Thank you, TMOD, for the introduction. Good evening, friends, fellow Toastmasters and guests. One of the exciting part of Toastmaster meeting is table topic session. The main objective of this session is for the speaker to develop impromptu speaking skills. For the benefit of the guests and new members, table topic is something that you think on your feet and speak. And as a table topic master, I have some topics with me. I will randomly call someone to speak. You can also voluntarily raise your hand and you can speak also. Timing guidelines are 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute is minimum time. Green slide will be shown. 1 minute 30 seconds is the target time and amber slide will be shown. 2 minutes is the maximum time and red slide will be shown. Speakers will get 30-second grace period. So the maximum time one can speak is 2 minutes 30 seconds. And after that, speaker will get disqualified. Today, so you all ready for the table topics?
Sorry, Toastmaster Shiva, if I may interrupt, because we are running a bit late today, let's have 3 topics today.
Yeah, sure. So only 3 topics. Let me call some guests first. Toastmaster, Mr. Subham Bapna. Are you ready for the topic?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll share the topic now. This is your topic. How would you convince a kid playing a video game to play an actual sport? How would you convince a kid playing video game to play an actual sport?
Okay, so can I start?
You can start. Yeah.
So convincing a kid is one of the toughest part, because kids try to show tantrums and have different moods depending. So choosing the right time to talk to a kid is of utmost importance, and explaining the benefits, the pros and the cons of both of them, like outdoor sports, how it can help them mentally, physically, both help maintain a good shape and stay strong. It also whereas video games, it is just sitting at one place. There is not much of a physical benefit to it. Yes, it may be entertaining, but not very rewarding when compared to the physical sports and the outdoor sports. And there is a lot of opportunity which can be utilized in the outdoor sports. Currently, India is on the boom. Seeing the current performance in our Tokyo Olympics, getting 7 medals. So there's great opportunity to pursue it as a career as well, which people didn't used to see until now, because it's a mentality that people try to follow. Yes, being engineer or a doctor is a safer option, but taking risks is important in life. And explaining these things to kids and you know showing them what it can lead to, what are the possibilities, uh, is the main way where you can motivate a kid to play outdoor sports. Thank you. I'd like, yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. Excellent speech. Next speaker, Mr. Syed Abubakar. Are you ready? Mr. Syed, please unmute.
Yes.
Yeah, your topic is here.
Yes.
Team sports or individual sports? What you like more and why? Team sports or individual sports? What you like more and why? You can
First of
start.
first of good evening all.
Okay.
Sure, it is group sports is most preferable for to me, because we go in single way we cannot achieve the goal, because more even if we go in group or in a team, as a team we can earn or we can complete the more achievement. That is same as Toastmasters learn. We can move together, we can achieve or we can improve my skills and everything as a group. If I go in singular or single, we cannot speak or we cannot earn too much or any, we cannot we cannot reach our objective or our aim. So of course I selected the group play or group things. We can move together and we can move together for tomorrow also. Thank you so much. That's my speak first time.
Thank you. Who is the next speaker? Mr. Munish. Mr. Munish, are you available?
Yes, sir, I'm available.
Are you ready for the topic?
Yes, sir, sure.
Your topic is here. What is the biggest impact sports has made on your life? What is the biggest impact sports has made on your life?
I mean, sports, good evening to all. Sports nowadays is very important, especially when you have crossed 40. It helps you to keep fit. And for me, it's very important because I'm already 40 and I want to be fit in life and I want to achieve my ambitions. For that, health is very important. And that's one of the most important impact sport, mostly jogging, running has made in my life. And I want to continue, I mean, for it for the rest of my life. But as I've already told, I'm already 40. I'm a bit lazy. So, but anyways, I'm trying to encourage myself, motivate myself on daily basis to go for regular sports, jogging, and whatever I can do. That's it. I don't have. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. TM Modi, 3 speakers complete.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
That's all. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmasters Shiva. It was indeed a wonderful session with very apt topics related to the theme. And I thought the topics were so good that even the newcomers could attempt it so well. and all three have done great. Let's now ask Toastmaster Priya for the timers report, how much time the table topic speakers have taken today. Over to you, Toastmaster Priya.
Toastmaster Shubham Bapna took 1 minute 43 seconds. Toastmaster Said Abubakar took 1 minute. Toastmaster Munish took 45 seconds. Over to you.
Toastmaster Shubham and our second speaker have qualified because we have to speak for a minimum of 1 minute. Toastmaster Kanti, let's go for the voting.
Yes, I will launch. I added all three. I will remove one and I will launch now.
Yeah, please. I think meanwhile, I'll continue to the next session. Toastmaster Kanti will launch the polling soon. Now next, we have, it's already on our screens. So please vote for the best table topic speaker today.
Thank you all. Over to TMOD, polling center.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanti. Next part of this meeting now is the most important section where we learn our mistakes, where we find out how the speakers have fared and what are the improvements can be brought in their speeches. So to conduct the evaluation session, let me invite none other than our president, Toastmaster Rajesh. Toastmaster Rajesh, we know, is one of the best evaluators Sharjah Toastmasters has known. He has represented us in not only in area, but he has gone to the division level as well. Toastmaster Rajesh, let's hear from you and welcome you to conduct this evaluation session. Over to you.
Thank you so much, TMOD, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Biju, for an electrifying, entertaining, and educating session, which is happening and more to come from you in the second session. Ladies and gentlemen, the very first reward a speaker can look forward to is an apt, ideal, suitable evaluation. And when we move to the next segment, without adding much time to the already delayed process, let me move to the evaluation for the first speaker, Toastmaster Danan, who has broken the ice today, who has mesmerized us with his first speech itself. And to do each evaluation, we have another able Toastmaster who is climbing up the ladder of leadership by becoming an assistant PQD of Area 59. Put together your hands to welcome Toastmaster Rakesh Mishra to evaluate Toastmaster Danan. Toastmaster Rakesh Mishra, the stage is yours.
Thank you, President Rajesh. Thank you very much. Thanks for such a lovely introduction. I can say what a verve speech given by Toastmaster Danan. It was full of spirit, full of passion, and very astonishing speech. I have never seen first icebreaker speech with such a great enthusiasm, full of confidence. He started with a great quote, and he talked about knowledge, how the knowledge is very much important. And what he said, actually, knowledge is the priceless key to success. What a beautiful statement. And then later he talked about positive change. How the positive change makes difference in anybody's life. So he carried the complete speech very systematically. And what a great title of the speech, Conquering Our Fears. I believe he has already conquered the fears. Generally, we have seen in the icebreaker speech, people are shivering, people are a little bit less confident. And here I could see he's a seasonal speaker, kind of the approach what he adopted. His vocal variety was very nice. His message was very clear, and the content of his speech was very beautifully drafted. Every speech has some positive and has some learnings as well. So what I could say that he has to check the camera position before starting any speech. So I'll say I think so he should have gone a little bit far from the camera, so we can see the whole his hands movement and other body gesture as well. Now another the suggestion what I can give him is it's better if he were formal in this speeches, so that definitely is going to add value in the speech. But what I can say, it was very wonderful. It was very beautiful. The message. It was very confident, very energetic, very full of spirit. His speech. We love to hear you, Toastmaster Dhanan. Good luck. So here we'll see hear you soon. Maybe next speech very soon. Thank you very much. Back to you, President Rajesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rakesh Mishra. Wonderfully done. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's move to the second speaker, Toastmaster Manazir. And for us to know what went right, what can be done in a better manner, it's my honor to welcome on stage our none other than our immediate past president who took Sharjah Toastmasters to unprecedented heights in the last term, 2020-2021. Toastmaster Anil Agarwal, the stage is yours, bro.
Thank you very much. A very good evening to you all. Am I loud and clear? Am I audible? Okay, good evening once again. So today we witnessed a speech from Toastmaster Manazir Abbas, and the speech message was conveyed to us through a story of compassion, a story of feeling the pain of others. And very aptly, as I know Toastmaster Manazir Abbas personally, and what a great human being he is, who will always go an extra mile to help whoever comes and asks for the help. Great speech, Toastmaster Manazir. You have narrated the story where a carefree child met the dark, unpleasant reality of the world, and that invoked compassion in you, and you started a project which is still going on. Great initiative and a great speech. Now, if I have to dissect your speech on the structure, I would say your speech has a good opening. You immediately connected with the audience when you came with a broad smile on your face and you said, "Hurrah!" Then you narrated the story, which was the essence of the body of the speech. And as a conclusion, you had a call for action. So you had met all the three criteria of a good structured speech of having an opening, a body, and a closing. Now, a few things which I really liked in your speech, a few positives which I would like to highlight for everybody's information, is that you had a very smiling face and your eyes were beaming with the confidence. You were very comfortable on the stage. And since you are talking about a story, you try to use parts, your hands, your facial expressions, your full body, even the space where you are standing to convey the message, to convince the audience. Your voice has modulation between different parts of the story. When you transit it from one part, one phase to another, your voice also changed. Whether it was your interaction with the helpless people or your interaction with the auntie or at the restaurant when you were taking them for a picnic. In fact, you have used all the body parts. Also, if I may highlight a few areas of improvement. Toastmaster Manazir, this was a story of your own. And I could see that you were using your hands, your facial expressions to convince the audience, which was great. But somewhere I found the lack of facial expressions to go with the messages. Because when you said sad, that facial expression didn't come on your face. And at the same time, I felt this could be because of a little bit of hesitation, because you are narrating a personal story and you wanted to have this clear demarcation that this does not come as a personal branding for you. I know you personally, that's why I'm able to pinpoint to that particular area. So it was a little bit of hesitation and maybe the facial expressions to go according to the situations. We always say that we are not acting here, but until unless we put ourselves into the story as a part of the story, as a character of story, we'll not be able to convey the message. All in all, a great story, a great speech, and we look forward to hear many more such pieces from you, Toastmaster Manasir. All the very best.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anil, for that equally remarkable and rememberable evaluation. Toastmaster Priya, can we have the timers report, please?
Toastmaster Rakesh took 2 minutes 45 seconds. Toastmaster Anil took 3 minutes 20 seconds. Both are qualified.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priya. Toastmaster Kanti, can we float the polling, please?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm creating.
Okay. While Toastmaster, to save time, what we do is we'll move to the next segment while Toastmaster Kanti will float the poll in the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for us to know how many times the word has been used, and to present the report, let us call the person who introduced the word, Toastmaster Nazra.
Thank you, President. Let me just go over quickly the number of times we have used the word of the day. We started with the round robin where it was used thrice, then the TMOD used it once. Then we had the new member use it in his icebreaker speech. Then Toastmaster Manazar as well. So both the speakers used it. Then Toastmaster Rakesh used it as well during his evaluation. So I have here a total of 7 times. I believe they could have been more while I was away from my desk. I'm sorry. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nazra.
General evaluator, shall I launch the poll?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. All right. Now, for us, each of us to know how can we improve our speech by minimizing the filler words. It's time for us to invite the person in charge to present the R counter, the grammarian and R counter report. Please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Jawad.
Toastmaster Rajesh, he is not available. I took some points for
Okay,
the grammar.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening, Sharjah Toastmasters and guests and members. And I'm doing the grammarian and R counter role. R counter role is to find the filler words like and repeated words like but. So it will help. The report will help you to minimize in the next meeting. We have a very minimum of filler words from the members, except two Toastmasters. They are using more filler words. One culprit is Toastmaster Kanti, and during the sergeant arms, and another one, one of the evaluators, and he is using more filler words, and also say I will say I think so. And that, and I request in the next meeting, everyone to practice to avoid the filler words. And about the lot of good usage of words are we witnessed in today's meeting. One is situs, altus, and fortius, faster, higher, and stronger. And where is a beautiful word introduced by our word master, Toastmaster Nazra. And one beautiful quote, unless you are hungry, no one is going to feed you. And moments of truth, and conquering fears, and personal branding, and some suggestions. One of the speakers told that given confidence, in that place he gave confidence, and some the present and the past participle grammar mistake was there. And are you the table topic master mentioned you are ready for table topic? You could have mentioned, are you ready for table topics? And overall it's fine, and I request everyone to give a little concentration on the counters and grammars also in the upcoming meetings. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator Toastmaster DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster Rajesh. Bro.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kanti. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me move to my main business without much ado, straight away to the topic. At 7:15 p.m., we started the meeting with 14 members, and in a short span of time, it moved up to 21 members. Toastmaster Kanti, in place of Toastmaster Soumya Loth, who had to leave, who had got something urgent, had to skip the meeting, and immediately replaced by Toastmaster Kanti, who is ready to fill any role, started off the way a surgeon at arms has to open the meeting. Thank you, Toastmaster Kanti. I'm just going in a very paced manner to save time. We are already a little bit late. And moving on to the presidential address, the president, that is your faithful, your humble president, spoke about the willpower by comparing the Indian hockey team in the Olympics, where they have won the bronze medal after being written off by critics and sports lovers. They came back just because of the willpower, and equally reminded, and then they spoke about the importance of retaining guts, retaining a steel willpower so that no one can write us off. He introduced the new members to the club, and at the same time acknowledged the presence of guests and asked the guests to share their experience, and even insisted the guests to become members, which would definitely be a decisive turn in their lives. To move to the secretary's report, Toastmaster Priya Natarajan, she continues to amaze us with her full coverage of the meeting, the previous meeting. And I'm certain that even the next meeting, when we move, we would be having an equal or a better report of what she has presented today. Thank you, Toastmaster Priya Natarajan, for your untiring efforts and your unparalleled commitment. To move to the TMOD of the day, he started off in his own style, unique style, as I said at the first place, that with his humor, and not just humor, he engaged the audience straight away by asking questions about Olympics. He took us back to the first Olympics, and he carried all the way to the just concluded Olympics of this year. What I like the most about him is that it was an interactive session with education, entertainment, humor, wit to the core. Thus making all the audience glued to it by speaking about the importance of 5 rings, which we always see, but many of us do not recollect what they are for. And then to talk about the colors of those representing all the countries. He was amazing. Fantastic job, Toastmaster Biju. When you introduce the role players, it is a learning curve for all the members who are going to do the TMOD role. How he introduced each role player to the best of what they deserve, and the way he maneuvered within the role players, that was truly amazing. To talk about, if I am to make one single suggestion, it is just like, instead of Neeraj Chopra, he happened to say it could be a slippery of the tongue, Nikhil Chopra. In normal cases, it would have been forgiven, but not this time, because being the only member in the history of India to win a gold medal, you are not supposed to make a mistake there. So, Neeraj Chopra, amazing. A big round of applause for our TMOD. To talk about the word master, the word introduced is verve, and the person who introduced is a synonym of that word. She is a vibrant and energetic Toastmaster who happens to be a very ambitious Toastmaster, and I'm sure that she is about to complete her level 3, and I would ask her to complete it as fast as possible and be again a synonym of verb, continue to be a synonym of verb. She talking, and then she even involved everyone into the round robin session. To go to the prepared speeches, I wouldn't be talking much about the speeches because they have been already evaluated efficiently by the evaluators. TM Danan, hats off to you. In your first meeting, you spoke about fear fearlessly. You spoke about the importance of knowledge. You spoke about the importance of being committed, the importance of knowledge. And what I can say is that you are a great speaker in the making. Please continue to attend all the meetings. Please continue to take up roles, not just speaker roles, any leadership roles. I'm sure you would go miles. To move to the next speaker, Toastmaster Manazir, what I have seen is that a personal incident he has come across, then culminating in a manner which gave way to a charity initiative. You spoke from your heart, Toastmaster Manazir. You always speak from your heart. You have proven time and again that you are not just a seasoned speaker, but a seasoned leader too. Hats off to you. And your last statement that even a smile is a charity, that is the biggest takeaway for every one of us, so that even when we see someone, a smile, that can give a lot of positive vibes. Moving on to the next segment, which is one of the most important segments of the day, none other than by DTM Nagarajan, moments of truth, moments of learning, moments of realization. What an awesome session, sir. You have truly told us how clearly, what are the prerequisites to run a club, the prerequisites for a successful person, what are the elements needed for a successful professional, everything. And you happen to remember every date of your Toastmaster career. I would ask all the members, haven't you heard how he remembers, how he acknowledges, how he respects the mentors, his seniors? That is a learning for us. And he spoke about, started from his personal story from 2005 when he became a Toastmaster. Not just that, he spoke about the importance of attending members' other clubs and then breaking the comfort zones so that we become better speakers. Not just, again, as he closed his speech, if you have any questions, utilize the opportunity, send an email or WhatsApp to him to clear all your doubts regarding Toastmaster related. Thank you so much, DTM Nagarajan. Your presence is indeed a blessing for us, and we continue to learn from you. So thanks a lot. Now to move to the Toastmaster, Table Topics Master, none other than our energetic and vibrant VP membership Toastmaster Shiva. You clearly explained the ground rules. You were a pack of energy. You straight away came into the game. And when told by the TMOD to cut the number of speakers into 3, you have brilliantly ensured that all the 3 guests have participated. And today it is a unique session for us that only guests participated. So kudos to you. Awesome. And to talk about the participants, Mr. Shubham, Mr. Saeed, and Mr. Munish, every one of you gave your best shot. Definitely, you are all talented speakers. Continue to attend, please, and continue to attend all the Toastmasters meeting. And even I urge this opportunity to invite you to Sharjah Toastmasters so that you do not have to just restrict yourself into table topics, but in a wide range of speeches, communication, and leadership roles. Excellent, Toastmaster Shiva and all the participants. Moving on to evaluation, Toastmaster Rakesh Mishra, you have said it to the core. You spoke about all the plus points. You spoke about the recommendations, and you have summarized your 2 recommendations. Definitely great. One, to adjust to the camera position, and second one, to wear a formal wear attire that speaks volumes. Congratulations. You have done a wonderful job, and you summarized to the core. And Toastmaster Anil Agarwal, you are a seasoned evaluator. We look forward to you from every meeting. You are a true evaluator by all means, I would say. You have successfully bifurcated artistically the speech of Toastmaster Manazir by pointing out, by complimenting the speaker, by encouraging, at the same time, by giving the recommendations. You have shown how an evaluation should be. Congratulations for that wonderful job. The Wordmaster report has been again presented beautifully by our energetic, vibrant Wordmaster, Toastmaster Nazra, and Toastmaster Kanti. You are 4 in 1 today. Sergeant at arms, then you are a Zoom master, accountant, grammarian, apart from being the one who mainly organized this business. You continue to amaze us throughout. Now, I would not talk about this statement. I wouldn't make again, because I'm tired of making this comment about you every meeting after meeting. So congratulations and thank you. And one person, how can I forget her, the timer, Toastmaster Priya. A big thank you, apart from being your secretary's report and then meticulously monitoring who has taken what time and then presenting the report. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priya. You are indeed a blessing to Sharjah Toastmasters. We enjoy your companion. I have just 2 suggestions on the agenda. When we make the agenda, please try to incorporate the path, project, and level details so that members and guests can know from which path they are making the speech. That would be very clear for everyone. And even in the agenda under the evaluations, that timers report portion was missing. So please, a little bit more focus on agenda would be ideal. With the hope that I have not missed anyone, thank you everyone, right from the Sergeant at Arms to all the role players, to all the guests. Let me hand over the stage back to the dashing TMOD of the day, Toastmaster Viju Narayan. The stage is yours, sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajesh, for that 360-degree evaluation of all speakers, speeches, table topics, and all role players. Thank you once again. Let me first begin with apologizing for that mistake where I mentioned Nikhil Chopra instead of Neeraj Chopra. I think that is an unforgivable error. Is the first track and field winner gold medal for India, and that mistake should not have been made. I really apologize for that. Now, coming to the last session of my last part of my session, let me try and share the screen with you. Give me a second, please. Are you able to see the screen? Yes. Okay.
Yes, but no sound. Could you share the computer sound also?
Did you all see that video? I'm sure many of you would have seen it before. It was actually Qatar's Mutas Il Essa Barhem and Italy's Gianmarco Tamburini. Both had high jumps of 2.37 meters. And they each attempted to beat that and clear 2.3 meters, 2.39 meters and failed on their first try. Now they could have gone into a jump off, each taking turns until they bet the score. But instead, Barshim asked if they could share the gold medal, to which Tamberi agreed, and they were both declared as gold medal winners. Now, these are athletes from 2 different continents who we can be sure have the same quest and hunger to win. But here is where the beauty of the human spirit lies. It did not matter from where they were. Their backgrounds didn't matter. It was the human spirit which won. They understood each other, and the respect for each other was so obvious in that video, isn't it? It's a beautiful learning for all of us. It does not matter from which countries we are from, what our backgrounds are. It is important to love and respect one another. So let us, in our own ways, keep the flag of the true human spirit flying high. Respect, respect, and respect for one another, irrespective of where we come from, what our backgrounds are. And that's what makes us all human, isn't it? I could have come here and given you a detailed picture of the records broken in the Olympics, what all the records are. But instead of that, I chose to convey the true meaning of Olympics, the true meaning of what Olympics stands for. It stands for sacrifice, respect, and the whole range of emotions where we in fact we face in our lives too. So on that note, let us all keep the flag of human spirit and respect for each other flying high. And on that note, let me hand over the stage to our president, Toastmaster Rajesh, for the final session. Over to you, Toastmaster Rajesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Biju. What a session, what a session. Everything in a matter of a few hours. Thank you so much. We can't thank you enough. Now, we would love to hear from the guests. How did they find the meeting so far? Let me start with Mr. Shubham. How did you find the meeting?
Okay, the meeting was very interesting to me. I have attended a guest session, a separate Toastmaster club as well. This one was quite unique with a theme taken as Olympics, which is quite recent and something close to me and of my interest. So I found it very interesting, and people with so much experience, Mr. Nagarajan sharing his life's experience, it was great hearing from him. And the new Toastmasters gave their speeches. It was wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Shubham. You can be a part of our family. It's a matter of your decision in a few seconds' time. Now, thank you so much again. And Mr. Munish, can we hear from you? Mr. Munish?
Yes, sir. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. And I loved the entire session. Participants, the Toastmasters, the very members, people who spoke about certain topics. I'm sorry, I might have forgotten some names, but I loved each and every member who has spoken on the platform, and it has given me a new zeal to learn and to achieve further in life. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for bringing me in.
Thank you so much, Mr. Munish. Now, in order not to lose the zeal and to continue to learn the ladder of achievements, you can be a part of our family, as I said, anytime you would wish. And Toastmaster Shiva, and we would be in touch with you. Now, isn't it good for us to hear from a guest, who is a then guest, but now a member, Toastmaster Preeti? I can see that you are there. Can we have a few words from you, ma'am?
Yes, sure, sir. As others shared, I also had a wonderful experience listening to the whole thing. I think it took around 2 hours, but I didn't feel like, not 2 hours, 1.5 hours. Sorry, 2 hours, I think. So I didn't feel like the time was flying so fast. It was really interesting. And I could see a lot of coordination, a lot of appreciation. That's something different from other kind of clubs, I think. Even small things are appreciated so much. I think that's one way of motivating the members. So that's why I think everybody is excelling in their own way. Thank you so much, and I'm very happy to be a part of this great team. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your kind words. And then take up a role next meeting. Maybe you can do a word master. Please be in touch with Toastmaster Kanti, who would assign your role. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you.
Toastmaster Saeed Abubakar. A few words, please. Sorry, Mr. Saeed Abubakar so far. You're mute. You are mute.
Hi, good evening, sir. That is very interesting meeting. I feel very interesting and everyone appreciating each and others. I think only the Toastmasters can provide like that motivating and speaking, same time speaking ability and leadership ability we can improve. So that's it. Inshallah, we will join in the next meeting also with Toastmaster Siva, always inspiring me. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Mr. Saeed. And as I said it earlier, that in the previous meeting 1, this meeting 2, and if we can have Mr. Shubham, Mr. Munish, and Mr. Saeed Abubakar join, we would have another 3 in the kitty of Toastmaster Shiva. Thank you, everyone. Now, as it is equally important to hear from guests and the new members, it is ideal that we learn from our senior most members. And to have a few words, I would request DTM Bajar is one. A few words, sir.
Mute, sir.
DTM Baji.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to apologize for logging in late. And plus, I was doing some office work. I had to sign off in between. Overall, it was a very good meeting, and especially for the guests who have come in. It is a learning experience for everybody, not even for the guests, for the regular members also. So this and in fact, I missed out the TOMD message today. So, and what I believe that he wanted to convey about the unity message through the Olympics games, and especially takeaway message was from DTM Nagarajan about the moment of truth. If we work upon it, and we can achieve our goals. And the new members who have come in, it's not only the appreciation, but actually when we give a feedback to the speakers, its main idea is to improve the speakers' quality of speeches. His appreciation is there, but main reason to give the feedback is to improve the quality of the speech, how we can improve. And especially Priya, I would like when we have a regular meeting, physical meeting, you will enjoy more than this, where you will have face-to-face evaluation. Overall, it was a good meeting. All the best for the TOMD and the president, and over to you.
Thank you, DTM Baji. Thank you so much. How do we feel to hear from the person who was at the helm of the Sharjah Toastmasters in the last term 2020-2021? IPP, Toastmaster Anil Agarwal, a few words, please.
Good evening once again, everyone. See, DTM Rajesh, you're doing a wonderful job. And under your able guidance, the XCOM, the other members, I see so many messages in the group every day. Fantastic job. And Shiva, you are on fire, my friend. You are adding the members. You know, we might have to create a new club. But if I go by the speed you're going on. So, and coming to the meeting, Toastmaster Biju, fantastic. All the role players, all the people who have participated in the meeting today, who have spoken, got an opportunity to speak or not speak. Great job done by everybody, and very entertaining. Thoroughly enjoyed the meeting. Sorry I missed the last one, but today I think I have been very well compensated by attending this meeting. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Biju and everyone else.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anil. I would take one more person, a silent spectator throughout, a very humble, a very committed and very passionate Toastmaster on duty in the brackets, Toastmaster Anwar. A few words. Toastmaster Anwar is still on duty.
Hello.
Okay. Yes,
Hello.
Anwar.
Good evening,
yes,
everyone.
Go ahead.
Very nice to meet you all. It was wonderful session. Throughout I was listening, and wonderful Tio Modi Vijuji give wonderful insight into the Olympics. I got some knowledges, and the wonderful session by our DTM Nagaraj sir, the moment of truth, and it was wonderful speech by Manazir Abbas, which was heart touching. What we can do on charity, like we want to smile also on charity, and how we visited the old age and took the people to the picnic. It was really amazing session. I enjoyed it, and the new speaker also. It was I forgot his name. You studied in USA and wonderful course, and too much learning. So I all the way I'm missing the meetings. Inshallah, in coming days, if the workload is coming down, definitely I wish to attend all the meetings.
Thank you, Toastmaster, and we would love to see you back actively in our meetings. Ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen,
sure.
just quickly let me go through. I would also use this opportunity to congratulate all the EXCOM members and members, to start with Toastmaster Kanti for actively involving in preparing the agenda, organizing members, Assistant VP Toastmaster Amar, who was very active in making sure that the agenda is released on time, VP membership Toastmaster Shiva, who is behind everyone, VPPR Toastmaster Manazir, who is always there to make posters for the new members and to posters for the agenda. A treasurer, a secretary Toastmaster Priyan Nadarajan, whom we have already seen. Treasurer Toastmaster Nitin, who has made sure that every payment related to Toastmasters is done on time. Surgeon at Arms Toastmaster Soumya, who couldn't make it today. Immediate past president Anil Agarwal, whom we can rely on at any point of time, and the one who appears as the last in the agenda, but the most important, and the one who continues to lead us from the front, who is not there now, DTM Srivalsan. Thank you, everyone. To remind each member, a Smedley Award is not just the responsibility of VP membership or the EXCOM. I would request each member to bring guests in the meeting so that we would have more members. And we have 42 members as of now, but in the meeting, a maximum of 21 was present. If we could improve, that would be the best thing we can do for ourselves. Moving on to the felicitation section, and let me straight away announce the winners. When it comes to table topics, Mr. Shubham, congratulations. You are the winner of table topics, Mr. Shubham.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the best evaluator goes to none other than our IPP Toastmaster Anil Agarwal. And wait on the Best Speaker Award. To Best Speaker Award, it reminds me the high jump contest, the high jump competition in Olympics this year, Qatar and Italy. So we have two winners here who would share the gold, Toastmaster Danan and Toastmaster Manazir. Congratulations. By announcing that our next meeting would be meeting number 553 on the 25th August, another online meeting, I would declare this meeting as closed. Thank you, everyone.